Welcome back to Car Reviews channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about comebacks in the automotive world, the 2025 Volkswagen Beetle. That's right, the iconic bug is back, and it's got a whole new look, modern upgrades, and a twist that might just surprise you. Whether you're a longtime Beetle fan or just curious about what Volkswagen has cooked up, stick around because we're going through everything: exterior, interior, performance, and of course, pricing. Let's start by talking about the exterior. Now, this isn't the Beetle you remember from the early 2000s or even the retro-themed models from the 90s. The 2025 Beetle has been completely redesigned, blending the nostalgia of the past with the clean, futuristic lines of today's EV-inspired designs. That's right, this Beetle is fully electric, and it shows in its smooth, aerodynamic shape. The rounded silhouette is still there, but now it's lower, sleeker, and more aggressive. Up front, you've got a redesigned LED headlight system that gives the car a distinctive, almost expressive look. The front grille is minimal, more for style than function since there's no traditional combustion engine to cool. Volkswagen added a light bar that stretches across the front, connecting the headlights, something we're seeing on a lot of their newer EVs like the ID.4 and ID. Buzz. The new Beetle sits on 19-inch alloy wheels standard, with optional 20s if you go for the higher trim packages. Around back, it's got an integrated spoiler, full-width LED taillights, and a rear bumper design that echoes the original Beetle without feeling dated. Now stepping inside, this is where the Beetle really shows off its modern DNA. The cabin is clean, minimalist, and packed with tech. You've got a 12.9-inch floating touchscreen in the center stack, with VW's latest infotainment software, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and over-the-air update support. The digital instrument cluster behind the wheel is fully customizable and sharp, making it easy to keep your eyes on the essentials. Materials are definitely a step up from the older Beetles. Soft touch plastics, brushed metal accents, ambient lighting, and optional vegan leather seats give the cabin a premium feel. There's even a bit of that retro charm in the design: circular air vents, color-matching trim panels, and a dashboard layout that nods to the original bug. It's got a bit of playfulness but doesn't feel gimmicky. Space-wise, the 2025 Beetle has improved over previous generations. Thanks to the electric platform, there's no transmission tunnel, which frees up more room in the cabin. The front seats are roomy and comfortable, and the rear seats, while not massive, are much more usable than before, especially for shorter trips or small passengers. Cargo space in the rear hatch is decent for a compact coupe, and there's also a small trunk up front for storing cables or smaller items. Alright, let's talk performance. The 2025 Beetle is available in two variants: a standard rear-wheel drive model and a more powerful dual-motor all-wheel drive setup. The base version produces around 201 horsepower and 229 pound-feet of torque, offering plenty of punch for city driving and highway cruising. But if you're looking for something sportier, the dual-motor AWD version bumps that up to 295 horsepower and 339 pound-feet, giving the Beetle surprisingly quick acceleration, 0 to 60 in about 5.7 seconds. Battery options include a 58 kWh pack on the base model and a larger 77 kWh option on the higher trim. That translates to a range of approximately 250 to 330 miles on a single charge, depending on which version you go for. It supports DC fast charging up to 170 kilowatts, which means you can go from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes at the right charger. Volkswagen's added a range of drive modes: eco, comfort, sport, and individual, so you can tailor the feel of the car to your driving style. The suspension strikes a nice balance between comfort and responsiveness. It's not a hot hatch, but it feels planted in corners and smooth on bumpy roads, making it a solid daily driver that's fun when you want it to be. Now on to pricing, and here's where things get interesting. The base 2025 Volkswagen Beetle starts at around $31,500, which is pretty competitive in the compact EV segment. The all-wheel drive version starts closer to $39,000, and if you check off all the options: panoramic roof, premium sound system, upgraded wheels, and enhanced driver assist, you're looking at something closer to $45,000. As for safety and tech features, you've got all the essentials: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, emergency braking, and even an optional augmented reality head-up display. VW's really gone all in on making the Beetle more than just a nostalgia trip. It's a legitimate, well-rounded EV for 2025. So, wrapping it up, the 2025 Volkswagen Beetle is one of the most exciting reboots we've seen in a while. It manages to honor its heritage without being trapped by it. Sleek design, a tech-rich interior, solid electric performance, and competitive pricing, it's shaping up to be a standout in the compact EV world. If you've been waiting for a reason to fall in love with the Beetle all over again, this just might be it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, would you buy the new Beetle? Or is the retro vibe not enough to sway you from a Tesla or a Mustang Mach-E? Catch you in the next one.